In my book, January and February are just frozen appetizers for the fillet of the year, which arrives in March, when you can finally wear a down vest to walk the dog. That's when I commit to my annual resolutions, become more flexible in all senses of the word, stop snapping at my family, start feeding the parking meter, take wet laundry out of the machine before it mildews, call my mom more, gossip less. Throughout my 30s, the list has remained the same. On this particular sunny and tentatively warm day, I was driving home from spin class, daydreaming about a pair of patent leather boots I'd seen in the window of a store near my office. They were mid-height and semi-stylish, presentable enough for work, with a sole suited for sprinting through the aisles of Whole Foods. Maybe I recognized a little bit of myself in those boots. After all, I fit the same description. When I stopped for a red light in front of the high school, my phone lit up with a photo of Nicholas. The snapshot was 3 years old, taken on wooden bleachers at the Y while we were waiting for our son Oliver to finish basketball practice. Splayed across Nicholas's chest was the paperback edition of The Cut by George Pelecanos. While he grinned at my then-new iPhone, our daughters, Margot and Georgie, each leaned in and kissed one of his cheeks. "Hey, what's up? I'm just driving back from Ellie's class. Since when does Stairway to Heaven qualify as a spin song?" Silence on the other end. I noticed a spray of white crocuses on the side of the road, rearing their brave little heads. "Nicholas, are you there?"
"Yeah, I'm here."
Another pause. "Nicholas, are you okay?"
"Yeah, I'm fine.
More silence. I watched as a group of high school kids trampled the crocuses with their high tops and Doc Martens. The light turned green. "You just what?"
Listen, Al, I'd rather not have this conversation on speaker while you're driving. Can you call me when you get home?"
I felt a slow blossom of anxiety in my throat. When someone starts talking about the conversation in the third person, you know it's not going to be pretty. "Nicholas, what's going on?"
"I can't. You know what?"
I heard a noise in the background that sounded like a big stack of papers hitting the floor.
"Actually, I'm coming home. I'll be on the 11:27 train. See you soon."
There was a strain in his voice, as if someone had him by the neck. "Wait, don't hang up!" But he was gone. Suddenly, I felt chilly in my sweaty clothes. I distractedly piloted my minivan down Park Street, past a church, a temple, a funeral home, and a gracious, turreted Victorian we'd lost in a bidding war when we first started looking for houses in Filament. My mind raced with possibilities. Nicholas's parents, my parents, his health, an affair, a relocation. Was there any chance this urgent conversation could contain good news, a windfall? What was so important that Nicholas had to come home to say it to me in person? In the 7 years we'd lived in New Jersey, he'd rarely arrived home before dark, even in the summer, and most of our daytime conversations took place through an intermediary, his secretary Gladys, doyenne of the Stuyvesant Town bingo scene. I called Nicholas back as soon as I pulled into the driveway of our blue Colonial. When the ringing gave way to voicemail, I suddenly felt dizzy, picturing the old photo pressed to my ear. The girls had grown and changed since then, Margot's round face chiseling down into a preteen perma scowl, Georgie's toddler legs losing their drumstick succulence. But what struck me was Nicholas's jet-black hair. It had been significantly thicker in those days, and a lot less gray. I couldn't remember the last time I'd seen him kick back with a book, let alone look so relaxed. I was about to find out why.